After that epic entrance, Bobby Roode has even more amazing tricks with his technical wrestling skills.
Bobby Roode looking good tonight, truly worthy of the expensive robes he wears to the ring.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with a guy who shops at Suit City, but if these were fashion competitions, his opponents would have already lost. Slam down hard.
There's no denying Bobby Roode has had some major moments over the course of his career, but Corey, one that I think he'd rather forget is his match against Drew McIntyre at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn.
Oh, of course, Michael. That was the night where Roode lost his NXT Championship to McIntyre. Definitely a tough night for him.
Byron, Cole, you're both so glass half empty. You mentioned how tough it must have been for Roode to lose the NXT Championship. Truth is, though, he debuted on SmackDown Live just 2 nights later.
Let's agree to disagree, Corey. Or at the very least, call it a bittersweet week for Roode.
What's this? Oh, what a slam. Using the elbow as a weapon.
When you're a superstar in a fatal 4-way match for a coveted WWE Championship, or to be #1 contender, or just to settle a score, there are times you could be in there with a tag team partner, a friend, or an ally. I don't subscribe to such things, but remember, in a fatal 4-way singles match, it's about every superstar for themselves.
Knee drop. When we talk about fatal 4-way matches, and Corey, you mentioned this before, everyone is battling for themselves. Alliances are fleeting, and a rivalry can be conceived or renewed at any time. There are instances when friends have to battle one another if they are to achieve everything they want to in sports entertainment.
Michael, that's true. As we've seen in the past, sometimes you have friends, even members of a brotherhood, clash in a fatal 4-way matchup. Think back to what we saw at 2015's Payback when Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose ended up throwing down.
Just like many children around the world, Seth Rollins idolized this thing growing up. And to be honest, why wouldn't you? Coming down from the rafters, the Black Bat, Scorpion Death Drop. I think both Seth and I had great taste in who we looked up to.
Getting back to Seth's admiration for Sting, it must have been surreal for Rollins to go That's it.
Roode with an earth-shattering spine buster.
That was glorious. He's not done fighting yet.
Nope. To beat the Ayatollah of rock and roll up, that's not going to do it.
Whoa, Jericho able to avoid damage.
A cagey maneuver. Roode's got the pump handle hooked.
Really targeting the back on that one. Here's his moment, Michael. How is Jericho going to remain alive?
He'll find a way.
Oh, somehow.
Y2J is not giving up his title of being the best in the world.
Beautiful. Bobby Roode might get an early 3 count. Jericho.
Ooh. Come on, Jericho. Put that harsh impact. Come on, Jericho. Put that stupid idiot away. History was made on Monday Night Raw the night after 2016 SummerSlam event. There was a special fatal 4-way elimination match to crown a new Universal Champion. Victory could only be achieved by pinfall or submission. Either Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, or Big Cass would leave the new Universal Champion.
There is definitely a big fight feel, a main event feel that night on Raw as Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, and Big Cass collided.
Jericho with a Lionsault action.
He could pin his opponent right here. 2. And he kicks out.
Very nice.
Ooh, Chris Jericho may have it. On, he dodges out of the way. Sometimes, guys, when a superstar with as much experience as Bobby Roode comes in, you'll see him struggle a bit before finally getting his footing. But I'll tell you, That was never the case with Bobby Roode. Boom, what impact. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Guys, not sure how much more Bobby Roode can take.
We're finding out.
The pressure of competing in this fatal four-way match may have finally gotten to him.
As Michael mentioned, some incoming competitors have struggled upon arriving in WWE. But Roode seemed immune to all of that. In fact, in less than a year, he became NXT champion.
And he held that championship for 8 long months and then won the United States title just 5 months into his main roster career. If I had to sum up Roode's transition from NXT to WWE in one word, it would be glorious.
The WWE Universe is ecstatic to see Daniel Bryan back in action tonight. Their love for Bryan has been a constant ever since 2013 when he ascended to the main event picture and formed the Yes Movement. Whoa, Bobby Roode able to avoid damage.
Nice.
As Fisherman suplex. That has got to be it.
And he goes for the pin. 2. Oh, how resilient was that?
Wow. What a strike. Right on the mark.
He's lining him up. Bobby Roode setting it up. Hallelujah. This might be it.
Oh, my. That's a good...
Will it be? 2. I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it. Wow. Wow. Boom! What a stomp.
Good grief. Oh, boy, he is rolling. Yikes.
Chris Jericho doing a great job of turning that around.
Many times in a fatal four-way match, we've seen superstars join forces for the moment.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
Here comes Code Breaker.
That was nasty.
Come on, Jericho.
He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Oh, that may have been a slow count.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Byron, you made an excellent point a few moments ago. Counter here.
He can turn it on in a hurry.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Spine Buster!
That's a good way to find yourself on the list of Jericho.
Bobby Roode setting it up. Hallelujah.
Nailed it. To think, I almost wrote him off.
He's going to the pin. This could be it. Into the pay window.
We know that
Seth Rollins is a top competitor here in WWE, but he isn't without his faults. How can his opponent expose any flaws?
If you had to point out one flaw in the game of Seth Rollins, it's that he tends to be a very highly emotional competitor. Seth tends to get inside of his own head and get distracted from the task at hand.
You know, Byron, as Corey alluded to, we've seen how Seth Rollins can allow his emotions to steer him in the wrong direction and take his eyes off the prize.
Yeah, nothing was more evident of that. Entertainment, but I gotta say, he's got his work cut out for him here tonight.
As Byron mentioned, Bobby Roode is in there with some stiff competition here tonight. Perhaps too stiff.
Will you stop, Cole? The guy's beating Shinsuke Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin. The list goes on and on. What else does he have to do to get your respect? Jeez.
Seth Rollins playing a little head games right now. This man is the epitome of cold and calculated.
It'll destroy your face.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole. Oh, nasty impact.
The WWE Universe celebrated Daniel Bryan's rise to the WWE Championship in 2013. But he wasn't quite as beloved as when he won the World Heavyweight title in 2011.
That year, Daniel Bryan won the Money in the Bank briefcase and originally promised to cash it in at WrestleMania the next year. However, he couldn't wait that long and cashed it in at TLC 2011 against an unconscious Big Show.
You fellas brought up Daniel Bryan as Mr. Money in the Bank, and I personally thought he used that briefcase perfectly. He's the only Money in the Bank winner to choose a date and then shock the world successfully by cashing in before that.
Many people have claimed Money in the Bank is a blessing and a curse. At WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan claimed he was going to cash it in at. Instead, he defended his championship there and lost it to Sheamus in 18 seconds. Elbow finds its mark.
If you're a WWE superstar, this is not where you want to be.
No way. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Ooh, what impact.
What a clothesline! Ouch!
He's on the defensive now. This is absolutely not how he envisioned it.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Targeting the chest, very effective.
Daniel Bryan is one of the most...
Through with an earth-shattering spine buster.
That was glorious.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Gonna take more than that.
Whoa, Bobby Roode able to avoid damage.
Nice.
Vertical suplex.
Nice. How much more punishment needs to be dished out? Just finish it.
Let's return to...
Roode's got the pump handle hooked. Thunderous slam. Warm up the bus. This one is over. The win is within grasp for Bobby Roode.
And a near fall.
Wow. Axe handle finds its target.
Boom! What a clothesline.
Elbow drop, big time.
Irish whip. Wicked clothesline. Oh, no, he's taken down.
You know, I don't think he has much left.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Without a doubt, the city of Boston is home to some of the greatest fans in sports entertainment. Just listen to this passion.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
We've got one of the best ever mat technicians in the ring right now.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Double underhook suplex. You gotta believe this one's over. This could end it in a hurry.
Looks like he's awakened from his coma. I want to go back to our Daniel Bryan strategy. No question. Impactful slam.
Can he finish the job? That'll knock you silly, that's for sure.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
Look out. Ooh, look at the face.
Destroyed.
That's how you...
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
Real close. Too close for comfort.
How? How?
Something that a superstar must remember in a fatal four-way match is that there are no countouts and no disqualifications. I love the sound of that. Just think of all the possibilities. The match can end up in a brawl in the crowd or on the stage or in the locker room, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Corey, as you mentioned before, I know how fond you are of contests that have the no count-out, no disqualification stipulations attached to them. For a superstar competing in a fatal four-way, they have to remember that could mean being the victim of a brutal assault, and they never see it coming.
That's exactly right, Michael. Since the fatal four-way is no count-out and no disqualification, an attack can come by way of one of the opponents in a match lurking out. Wow, I thought he was a goner.
When this guy's on, look out.
Oh, Bobby Roode able to avoid damage.
Nice. Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
Allow me to take you back to December 7th, 2015, and one of the largest matches in WWE history. The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination match. You had the Usos, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns versus the Wyatt family against the League of Nations against Team ECW. From the moment the bell rang, it was absolute chaos.
Byron, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination match that you spoke of earlier was certainly an exciting way to help close out 2015. The WWE Universe knew to forget what they thought they knew about tag team matches when both Usos were going to superplex Rusev and Braun Strowman entered the ring and powerbomb both Usos as they superplex Rusev.
Michael, that was an unbelievable display of power by the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And soon after, there were bodies flying everywhere. Tommy Dreamer eliminated the Wyatt family, the League of Nations took out Team ECW, and Roman Reigns brought down Sheamus with a spear to give his team the victory. There's a mistake I've noticed that a lot of superstars make in a fatal four-way match. They check with the referee to confirm that the referee counted 2 and that it was not a 3 count. Sometimes they argue with the referee. In a fatal four-way, if you take the time to argue with the referee about the count, somebody's going to attack you and it's going to be too late.
Corey, I have to agree with you on a point you made earlier. Sometimes superstars get into a war of words with the official about if a pinfall attempt resulted in a 2 or 3 count. In a fatal four-way match, you have 2 other opponents, not including the person you tried to pin. If a superstar's not careful, they could end up on the wrong side of an attack.
Look, I understand the intent, but a fatal four-way match is not the time nor place to enter into a war of words with the official over the 3 count. That's when you're most likely to feel the wrath of one of the other opponents in the match.
Looking, oh, a knee right to the face.
That knee is a lethal weapon.
This one's over, guys.
If at first you don't succeed,
And he got a near fall out of it.
yeah, but he's hurt, guys.
Whoa, Bobby Roode able to avoid damage.
Nice. Oh, nasty impact.
Ooh, what impact. No, reverses it.
Whoa, Bobby Roode able to avoid.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
He thinks he has it.
2, 3. It's always a joy to see a competitor make a triumphant return to action. But Daniel Bryan's return in 2018 after 2 years brought unparalleled joy to the WWE Universe. What a strike. Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nice job getting out of the way of that one.
Michael brought up Daniel Bryan's 2018 return, which to me recalled Shawn Michaels' return back from a back injury. He always stayed tied to the product as SmackDown Live general manager, and once medical advancements allowed, he came back.
And the outpouring of delight from the WWE Universe was matched really only by the delight of the WWE superstars, which is ironic because now so many of them are in danger of catching his running knee or feeling the yes sign.
We saw perhaps the greatest one-night performance in WrestleMania history when Daniel Bryan won in both the show opening and main event matches at WrestleMania.
Seth Rollins finds a way out.
Incredible impact.
Michael brought up Daniel Bryan's performance at WrestleMania 30, and those two matches were not short of top competition. Bryan took on Triple H first. Seth Rollins. Bam! That should do it.
Pinning predicament, and he manages to get the shoulder up.
He's still in this.
Stationary position, turns around.
Oh, big splash.
The Fatal 4-Way match works like this. 4 superstars are in the ring all at once. There are no countouts and no disqualifications. You have 4 superstars who are throwing down in the ring all at the same time, and they can fight anywhere they want to. It's mass hysteria.
Look at this. There's a big reversal by Seth Rollins.
How good is Seth Rollins?
Moonsault! Corey, you talked about the ground rules of a Fatal 4-Way match. One thing to keep in mind is that depending on the stipulation, there could be eliminations in the match, meaning that once a superstar is pinned, taps out, is counted out, or is disqualified, they are eliminated from the match. But the battle wages on.
And a stipulation can change the entire complexion of a match. As one may think, a Fatal 4-Way can see an interesting breakdown of temporary allies. No countouts and no disqualifications means anything can happen, and it can happen anywhere. Since there are no disqualifications in a Fatal 4-Way match, a superstar has to be aware of the fact that if they're in an elimination fit...
Seth Rollins!
Oh, what a super kick from the Architect.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Yeah, right to the back of the neck.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Byron, you touched on something earlier that's worth repeating. If you're a superstar competing in a Fatal 4-Way elimination match and the competitor is eliminated, they can look to settle a score and affect the outcome of the match later. That's always a possibility in a Fatal 4-Way match because of the no disqualification stipulation.
Michael, that's what I like to call an occupational hazard. We saw an example of that in 2016 during the Fatal 4-Way elimination match to determine the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. The Miz was...
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
We've seen superstars come back from long-term injuries with a newfound passion. And that's certainly been the case with Daniel Bryan's return to action in 2018.
Michael Cole, you ain't kidding. His return match at WrestleMania saw Bryan and Shane McMahon permanently derail Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's Yep movement, much to the enjoyment of the 78,000-plus fans in New Orleans.
Corey, you and Michael mentioned Daniel Bryan's newfound passion in 2018. We really saw Bryan's never-give-up spirit at the Greatest Royal Rumble, when he broke Rey Mysterio's record.
Look at that in a second time. Yeah, right to the back of the neck.
Wow, I'm just as...
He's got to be running on empty at this point.
What a match.
You would have thought that yelling yes and no would be instrumental in Daniel Bryan connecting with the WWE Universe. But it's when he started these exuberant celebrations that he also started winning titles and earning main event slots.
Seth Rollins beginning to fade.
Seth Rollins has put so much forth in this match.
And at this point, you have to wonder if he can recover from this.
Well, it'd be unrealistic to expect him to not at least take some offense here. The good news for him is that he still appears to be in a better place than his opponent.
Too quick for him there.
Oh, super kick! Game, set, match. This one is over.
I don't know too many other guys that would have been able to kick out of that.
How'd he do that?
I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight. Back inside the ring now.
What a slam!
Impactful. Will jar your spine.
He might have it.
Right to the back of the neck. just when you thought he had.
Will this be enough?
A competitor has been eliminated.